how you prevent people from misreading you is to communicate.
A lot of people are very proud of what they are about, what is their culture, tradition, heritage, and what is the persona, in a way. I see no reason why we should not be. I mean, after all, if you look at it, there are really very, very few ancient civilizations which have survived to become major modern nation states, and we are one of them. We have a sense of our past, which very few countries have. I mean, I can count those countries on the fingers of one hand, and not too many fingers at that. One example which I cite in one of my books is it was our decision to opt for a democratic political model, which actually made the very idea of democracy as a universal political concept. That had we not gone that way, I think the democratic model as we know it would have been actually very, very regional and very narrow. And I would say it's our right, I would say almost a duty, our obligation to, express our thoughts and our values and our culture and our history. But it can be done in a congenial partnership kind of way, because I think that partnership with the West is important. I think it is very much a way of how we shape the world. Countries have not grown by saying, I'll grow at home and I'll have nothing to do with abroad because it's a waste of my resources or it's a subtraction of my resources and energy from home. In fact, countries have grown by growing at home, then engaging abroad, leveraging the international environment, in a way contributing to it, gaining from it, and to me, being, see, when we again use this word sometimes so casually, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, what is actually the messaging of that word, of that term? The term is that we have never considered the world as an inimical or a hostile environment from which we have to defensively protect ourselves. Now, yes, we have limitations on our resources, less than we had, say, 20, 30, 40 years ago. But nevertheless, we do. If you are in a problem-solving mode, with limited resources, how do you have maximum impact? That is actually the problem which has to be solved. And what we try to do in Indian foreign policy today, in Indian diplomacy today, is actually solve that problem. And we try to do that by partly using our competitiveness, using our strengths, leveraging other institutions and possibilities. I give you an example. I would say, even to me, an IIT Madras campus in Tanzania is a way by which Indian foreign policy has leveraged the capabilities of an institution here to make a huge impact there.